In this video, we are going to talk about the pros and the cons of fiber and how eating a low fiber diet can actually be beneficial. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fiber is important for proper digestion, but this isn't the case for everyone. In some cases, fiber can actually worsen a person's digestion. I know for myself personally, I have went several months eating zero fiber and my digestion was great and my overall health was great as well. Low fiber diets are particularly beneficial for anyone who suffers with irritable bowel syndrome, chronic constipation, or chronic bloating, but it might not be optimal for everyone. In this video, we're going to go over the pros and the cons of fiber and how to know if a low fiber diet might be for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook where I share new posts every single day. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Whether you need a domain, a website, an online store, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that has it all. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. Low fiber diets have been associated with heart disease, excess body weight, and poor digestion, but I really want to stress that these are only associations and have not been proven to be caused by a lack of fiber in the diet. As I said at the start of this video, there are benefits to reducing fiber in your diet, especially for certain individuals. And in this video, we're going to look at both sides and how to know if reducing fiber might be beneficial for you. What is fiber? Fiber is a non-digestible complex carbohydrate. It is only found in plants and is what gives plants their structure. There are two types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber ferments in the large intestine and is said to feed bacteria in the gut. Insoluble fiber goes through the body without being absorbed. For the purposes of today, I'm just going to group both together and refer to them as fiber because it's not important to differentiate. The pros of fiber. One of the main roles of fiber is to form stools and add bulk. This is thought to regulate bowel movements and decrease constipation. And this is certainly the case for people who eat a highly processed diet, but it seems to have less of an effect on people who are eating no processed foods. It also slows down the absorption of sugar and carbohydrates. When we eat any type of carbohydrates, they are turned to glucose, and this raises our blood sugar. When we consume carbohydrates with fiber, however, the blood sugar impact is less. This is important because when our blood sugar is constantly spiking and lowering, we go through energy spikes and crashes as well. Constant high blood sugar is what defines diabetes, so being able to keep this stable is important for managing and preventing this disease. But if you are eating a low carbohydrate diet, your blood sugar is already going to be stable. Fat and protein only have a minimal impact on your blood sugar. For these individuals, this benefit doesn't matter. In a review from 2017 done on 10 randomized control trials, the conclusion was low to moderate carbohydrate diets have greater effect on glycemic control in type 2 diabetes compared with high carbohydrate diets. Fiber also aids in satiety. The reason fiber makes you feel full is because it absorbs water and expands to up to 5 times its size. This gives you the full feeling in your stomach, and fiber also slows down digestion, keeping these foods in your system for longer. As I said at the start of this video, low fiber diets are associated with increased disease risk, but again, I want to stress that this is just an association. Generally, people who eat low fiber diets also tend to eat more processed food, more refined sugar, and more refined carbohydrates. There is no definitive evidence that low fiber diets cause disease. The cons of fiber. Pros of fiber seem great. I mean, who doesn't want better digestion? But as I touched on briefly before, these pros are all circumstantial. People who eat a diet high in processed foods tend to benefit more from the addition of fiber. But there are cons to fiber as well. Fiber can cause bloating and gas. As I said at the start of this video, certain fiber ferments in our large intestine. A byproduct of this fermentation is gas. There's a reason for the stereotype that beans cause gas. Beans and legumes are high in fiber, with a cup of lentils having 16 grams. And this gas production is what causes bloating. Now, this has more of an impact on some people than others, but if you are someone who experiences bloating after you eat, you might want to try reducing fiber. People with IBS especially see major improvements when they reduce their fiber. Fiber can cause constipation. We already talked about how fiber can potentially regulate your bowel movements, but for some people it has the opposite effect. It is well known that too much fiber in the diet can cause constipation. Now, this is one of those cases where there is evidence going both ways. There are studies showing that increasing fiber reduces constipation, but there are also studies showing taking it out of the diet reduces it as well. Take this study, for example, done on 63 people over 6 months. It was comparing high fiber diets, moderate fiber diets, and no fiber diets in those with chronic constipation. Those who reduced or eliminated fiber saw improvements across the board, while those who ate the same amount did not. In fact, the no fiber group saw a 100% reversal in their symptoms. Fiber can also disrupt nutrient absorption. Fiber blocks your body's ability to absorb fat-soluble vitamins. These are vitamins A, D, E, and K. It also can block omega-3 and certain minerals such as iron and zinc as well. Those who eat a high fiber diet may have to consume more of these nutrients. Eating a low fiber diet means your body can absorb these nutrients more readily. Is fiber necessary for health? So, do we need fiber to be healthy? The short answer is, it depends. Like I said earlier, the benefits are circumstantial. Fiber is not classified as an essential nutrient, meaning we do not need to consume it for health. The idea that fiber should be a part of a healthy diet only came about in the 1970s. Scientists proposed the dietary fiber hypothesis, which suggested that common GI diseases like colon cancer came from a lack of dietary fiber. Dr. 𝗏 was an Irish surgeon living in Uganda. He noticed that people there ate high amounts of fiber and had very little disease. And this is really where it all started. But like I said before, there are both studies that support and go against this hypothesis. In this review paper, for example, involving over 700,000 participants, they concluded that a high fiber diet did not reduce bowel cancer risk. And here's a review paper originally from 2002, but that was updated to include more studies in 2017. They looked at just under 5,000 participants in total, and their conclusion was that there's a lack of evidence from randomized controlled trials to suggest a higher fiber diet will reduce your bowel cancer risk. So in conclusion, fiber may have benefits for some people, but it is not automatically healthy for everyone. We do not require it in our diet. Fiber feeding the bacteria in our gut is still a relatively new area of research, and there is not enough conclusive evidence on this topic. If you are suffering with bloating, constipation, or gas, then reducing your fiber intake might be beneficial for you. If you are currently eating a low fiber or no fiber diet and your digestion is slow, then adding a little bit in may help to speed things up. Experiment with both and find what works best for you. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have tried a low fiber diet before and what your experience was. And before I wrap this up, I want to tell you a bit more about today's sponsor, Squarespace. I use Squarespace for all of my online needs. I have my website there, my email list, my online store. Squarespace covers it all. I have used a few other similar platforms in the past, and none of them are as intuitive to use, have everything I need, and really just end up looking as good as Squarespace does. Seriously, the templates are awesome and so easy to customize with style editing. One of the coolest things is that Squarespace has a search engine optimization tool built right in. This means your website will be found in search results by the right people more often. If you want to start a free trial, you can head over to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate. And when you're ready to launch, use code healthcoachkate to save 10% off your first order. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And thank you to you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my video on salt, on the misconceptions and the benefits of it. You can click here to check that out. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can click here. And if you're interested in optimizing your health, you can check out my coaching programs here. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.